Medicare Supplement Plan N. That's the topic on today's episode of Medigap TV. Stay tuned. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Medigap TV. I'm your host, Lauren Marms. I'm also the owner of Medicare Solutions Team. I've built this channel to help guide you down the path to Medicare and answer any questions you might have. If you find our information helpful, please give us a thumbs up and like our video and subscribe to our channel. We are an independent Medicare supplement company, which means we carry all the top providers in your state. Please call us anytime to have your questions answered or to get a free, no obligation quote. Our number is 844-528-8688. Thank you, and we'll see you inside. Today we're going to discuss the Medicare Supplement Plan N. Now, most of the states across the country have the lettered plans A through N. And with what's happening in 2020 with Plan F, the two most popular plans and probably the two best choices are the Plan G and the Plan N. Those two plans will satisfy the needs of the majority of people going on to Medicare. Today we'll take a brief look at the difference between the Plan G and the Plan N, and we'll get to some of the pricing of the Plan N, and you can decide if a Medicare Supplement Plan N is the right fit for you. Here's a side-by-side comparison of a Plan N and a Medigap Plan G. You can see that they both cover the hospital. They both cover the co-insurance for Part B, except for a little difference right here, and we'll get into that in just a minute. They cover the blood, hospice care, co-payment, skilled nursing, Part A deductibles covered. Neither one of them cover the Part B deductible. And that Part B deductible is when you go to the doctors. It's an annual deductible. Under $200, very reasonable. And they both cover foreign travel emergency. One thing you'll notice that the Plan G does cover and the Plan N does not is the Medicare Part B excess charge. I don't believe this is a real issue. I've got clients in over 43 states and I've never had one come back that's gotten nailed with it, but it is something you need to be aware of. And a little bit further down the video, we're going to get into an explanation of the Part B excess charges and how you could occur them and what they actually are. Here are the benefits of the Plan N. Again, we discussed your Part A co-insurance and hospital costs fully covered. Now, the Part B co-insurance with a Plan N, you will have a copay of up to $20. That's a maximum of $20 when you go to the doctor. Doesn't matter if it's your primary or a specialist. A doctor is a doctor. The copay could be $10, could be $15, but it can be no more than $20. You will also have a copay of $50 when you go to the ER. When you go to the ER, if they admit you into the hospital, that $50 copay will be waived. The Part A hospice care is also covered. Skilled nursing covered. Part A deductible covered. Again, as I mentioned earlier, that Part B deductible you will pay out of pocket, and the Part B excess charges, if you ever see any, will be paid out of pocket. The foreign travel covered. Now let's take a look at the Part B excess charges, what they are, and how you could possibly be charged with them. Now, if your doctor accepts Medicare assignment, that means that your doctor, provider, supplier is required by law to accept the Medicare approved amount as full payment for Medicare services. That means if Medicare comes in and says we only pay $1,000 for this, they have to accept it at full cost. They cannot charge you anymore. If they do not accept assignment, the doctor by law can charge you an additional 15% above the cost of the service. This is known as the Medicare excess charge. You would then be responsible for that 15% under a Plan N. Plan G would pay that. Plan N, you would have. This is how it would look. If your doctor accepts assignment, he charges $120. The Medicare says, no, we only pay $100 for that service. Medicare would pay the 80%. Your Medicare supplement, Plan G or N, would pay that 20%, leaving you with zero. If your doctor does not accept assignment, same thing happens. The doctor bills $120. Medicare says, no, we only pay $100. The doctor can charge you 15% over the $100, the Medicare approved amount. not what their actual bill was, they can only charge you the 15% over the Medicare approved amount. Medicare would pay the $80, your supplement would pay the $20, and you would pay that $15, which is the 15% excess amount. Again, I don't think this Part B excess is a huge issue. Down in the description, I'm going to have a link to Medicare.gov's search where you can enter in your doctor's name or enter in your area and find a doctor that does accept assignment. Or you can give us a call at 844-528-8688 and we'll run that search for you. Now let's look at the pricing difference. This is a 65-year-old female, zip code 75228. No household discounts, no spousal discounts, no tobacco ratings. For a Plan G, it would be $107.40 a month. The Plan N, $83.13. With both the Plan G and the Plan N, any hospital, any doctor that accepts Medicare, the Plan G has no copays, and you're going to pay that Part B deductible. The Plan N has a $20 copay up to, and you're going to pay that Part B deductible. Now, if you look at the difference in pricing, it's a little over $20 a month. That means you've got to go to the doctor at least once a month to even come close to breaking even. Most people go to the doctor 3-4 times a year. Usually one of those visits is a physical or having some type of preventative done. But there are those that have 1-2 visits a month. And for those people, I would highly recommend going with the Plan G. But for the rest of the population that's in that 1 to 4 times a year doctor visits, I don't think you can go wrong with a Plan N. Not only does the Plan N save you every month on your premium, across the board with just about every company I've got, the Plan N has historically the lowest rate increases of any Medicare supplement plan out there. One thing I need to mention about the Plan N is there are 8 states that do not allow any Part B overcharge. Those states are called MOM states, Medicare Overcharge Measure. Those states are Connecticut, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Vermont. So if you're in one of those 8 states, a Plan N is definitely the plan for you. Now you've seen the benefits, you've gotten a brief look at pricing, it's time to see if the Plan N fits your budget and your needs. Give us a call, 844-528-8688. The reason it's in your best interest to call versus going on some website and trying to run a quote yourself is some companies offer a household discount. You just need to be living with someone. Some offer a spousal discount, which means you and your spouse must be getting the same Medicare supplement plan. Not necessarily a plan letter, but you must have a Medicare supplement with that company. So if your spouse is under 65 and going to be working for a while or has individual insurance, you would want one of the companies that offer a household discount. Other states, even though you're in your open enrollment, allow an upcharge for tobacco usage. There's no way for you to know that and get an accurate rate quote when doing it yourself on one of those sites. So give us a call anytime, 844-528-868. We'll run the quote for all the top companies in your area and discuss which company and which plan fits you best. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a wonderful day. That concludes another episode of Medigap TV. Thank you for watching. In just a second, there will be a couple pictures to the side of me where you can click on and see other interesting videos. Below me, if you click on the little circle of my face, you'll be able to subscribe to our channel and you'll be updated as soon as a new video is loaded. Remember, call Medicare Solutions team at 844-528-8688 for all your Medicare supplement needs. Thank you, and you have a wonderful day.